Hello and welcome, Pocket Watch here, and it's about time for another episode of Dies Irae. So let's dive in and let's continue our story, because we're about to change from train to, I assume, automobiles, as they said, right? So we're going to continue our journey to the forest of Kati, it seems, to find the anomaly, the sorcerer, I would say, some magician, actually. That's how they call them. So let's see. Is he going to be how to fight enemy, or maybe someone that will take out easy? Let's go. After getting off the train, we traveled to Katin by car, constantly switching vehicles along the way. Even with Babylon prep work, the fastest road was unusable. So it took us pretty damn long to get there. About 2 days or so, I think. Oh yeah. We went without stepping even once. Sure, we took turns driving, but we were in the situation where we could chill in the hotel, camp, or sleep in the car. I wanted to get there ASAP, while Beatrice said something about not wanting to let me see a woman while she's sleeping. I thought that the nightly thing to do in that case would be to let the woman get a good night rest. But fuck, what do I know about that? Anyway, Claudia didn't complain at all, so we went all the way without the proper rest. Though she looked like a walking corpse during daytime. She was all the smiles as usual. The woman was a dim idiot who really loved the sun despite the fact that it burned her. Claudia saw herself as half person, desperately lacking, so she probably just really wanted to feel the world she didn't have. Or maybe she just wanted to feel like she was walking towards what she believed to be her bliss. Even in her means, and the results made her look like a dumbass. I decided to stop ridiculing her beliefs, though that statement came further down the line. Also, 2 days without sleeping, that's fucking horrible. How did Claudia even, like, not fall asleep? Like, how is that even possible? Like, the LDO members like Bey and Beatrice, sure. Like, they can sustain themselves with souls. Claudia, not so much. Anyway, after 2 or so days of travel, we meet up with Babylon. Our meeting point was at the side of the nameless lake, not too far from the town of Smolensk. Okay. It was shortly after dusk. Okay.
待ってたわよ、3人とも。ここまで困ったことはなかったかしら?
That's a cloth we remember last time from the side story, from the extra story, and from the ending actually. Yeah. No wonder she went like without the uniform just to scout and like deal with stuff. No one would suspect that she's from the military. She's so cool looking, goddammit. I'll say welcome, yeah.
ありまくりだぜ。お前の指揮能力に俺は疑いを禁じ得ねえ。せめて代理の指揮官くらいしっかり適正見極めてから任命しろっつう話だ。
またそのことですか。あなたはほんと見かけによらずしつこいですね。
そうですよ。私頑張ったじゃないですか。
Did you know? I mean, you probably worked very hard to not fall asleep in the past 2 days. How you're still on your legs?
頑張った。ああ、頑張ったよな、意味もなく。誰も保証に色仕掛けかましてこいなんざ言ってねえのに。指揮官様が積極的で、ああ、助かったぜ、本当にクソが。
Wait, what?
だってそこはまた張りのように。
うるせえな、俺はそんなババア知らねえし、どうでもいいんだよ。
確かにあれは結果的に失敗しましたけども。
What? Claudia tried to seduce a god? What?
結果的だ。1ミリでも成功すると思ってたお前に俺は戦慄するわ。その貧相な胸でケツで釣られる男がいるわけねえだろ、間抜け。
ひどいです。いくら私でもそうバッサリ言われると傷つきます。
I mean, she does look good, okay?
そうですよ。ちょっと今のは言い過ぎです。
なんだかよくわからないけど、つまりベイは焼き餅を焼いてるの？
お前も頭湧いてんのかこら。
I snapped at them, but quickly concluded that my logic was too weak a force against three women. Claudia had pulled tons of other shit, but I figured that a down would break before I was done naming it all, so I decided to change the subject.
それでこっちの状況はどうなってんだ。
うわ、自分から文句言い出したくせに途中で逃げましたよ、こいつ。
Wow.
はあ、誰が逃げたって？
はいはい、静かにしましょう。命令です。
Okay.
てめえはてめえでいつまで指揮権持ってるつもりだこのボンクラ。
とりあえず楽しい道行きではあったよね。
Well, I would just leave all the pointless bullshit aside. Let's get to the meat of the matter. Babylon's smirk faded as she caught and began acting like the leader she was supposed to be. Okay, serious
それじゃあ
time.
漫談はここまでにして切り替えるわよ。
Let's say.
まず
Yeah.
はそうね。軽い
Who are we
おさらい
dealing
から
with?
していきましょうか。この辺りは1年前までドイツ軍の占領下にあったんだけど、今は残念ながら取り返されている。だからあまり大騒ぎしないように。
Okay.
なんなら今すぐもう一度奪ってもいいと思ってるかもしれないけど、私たちが今回しなきゃいけないことはそれじゃないから。分かってるわよね。
Okay.
ああ、別にそんなもん興味ねえし。
自国を奪還するならまだしも、侵略は好みじゃありませんから大丈夫。
ええ、私も同感。だけど一時侵略したのは確かだし、それに対する抵抗も合わさって主権が曖昧になった時もある。その頃に虐殺がというのがソ連側の主張ね。おかげでどっちがやったのかよくわからなくなっている。その辺の真相はいずれ明らかになることを願ってるけど、副首領閣下殿も言ってた通り、今は棚上げ。見つかってるだけでも約5000体。
5000。しかも氷山の一角ですか。
その 4,5 倍は埋まってるんじゃないかとさ言われているわね。あなたならこれをもったいないとでも思うかしら、ベイ。
だな。命の無駄遣いはいただけねえよ。
Polish people were killed by Soviet shitheads. They didn't even go toward Heydrich Castle. No matter how we look at it, they all had died in vain. A shame, really.
でだ、ここにどんな会議が起こってるんだ？ベタに幽霊でも出んのかよ。
近いけど違うわね。
Okay.
もっと単純に生々しいわよ。死体が森の中を歩き回っている。
Oh. Oh. Okay. We have zombies. Babylon's forwardness empathized the reality of the situation and could easily form an image of what's gone down from the spiel. Ooh. A forbidden forest that was location of the mysterious massacre. A horde of undead that haunted it every night. Needless to say, it was pretty enticing situation for me.
副首領閣下が言い出した以上愚問でしょうが、それは本当なんですか？
1 second. Where's the sound setting? There it is. Let's make it roughly the same, so I have an easier time adding it up later. Should be fine.
少なくとも犠牲者は出てるわね。だから危ない何かがいるのは間違いない。
動物の仕業じゃないんでしょうか。クマとか狼とか。
There could have also been survivors who were doing so bad you could mistake them for corpses. But Babylon rejected all such rational assumptions.
死に方が普通じゃないのよ。人でも獣でも。
I mean, she's our necromancer specialist, so...
みんな干からびてたわ。まるでミイラみたいにね。
ミイラ。
Beatrice, look at me. No one could fault her for that reaction, but it really pissed me off. I mean, she probably think of like vampires sucking blood off, so they like dry as the mummy.
あいにくと、俺はこんなところに知り合いなんざ持っちゃいねえよ。だいたい相手が魔術師なら珍しくもないことだろうが。
So she was actually thinking about vampires.
彼らは何かをなすとき、石油や電気とは違う種類のエネルギーを求める。もっと古い自然科学的な概念の一言で言えば生命力。
So they're the same as the Evocate users.
水や大地や火や風やそういうものに宿る罠だったかしら。だから生物の血や魂を利用するのも珍しくない。もっとも人に限っては使い勝手が良くないとされているみたいだけど。
正確には使いたくても使えねえだろ。
That wasn't my specialty, so I didn't know details, but apparently using people to fuel magic wasn't a good idea. Ah! Interesting. So they can use them, but unlike LDO members and Evocate users, it's hard for them to use the soul of the person. Not because it's weak, but because controlling it was hard and risky as hell. Basically, humans are just too lowly and depraved. Their greed alone is enough to drive them to destroy nature. So, though they make for fuel that outclasses all that nature can provide, trying to use it is just fucking suicidal. You know, all that shit about pollution and environmental damage, right? It kinda proves we're above nature, doesn't it? To make use of such power, you need to emulate that future, which is tantamount to destroying yourself.
自分の魂を使えば当たり前に衰弱死の危険が高いし、かといって人の魂だと我のぶつかり合いが起きて正気を保てなくなりかねない。あるいはもっと漠然とした運命的な意味だとしても、エゴ、欲望、そういうものが人間の一番強い力だから、そのまま使えば自滅しちゃうっていう理屈ね。なので人間の生命力を使うときは謙虚にいかないといけないらしいわ。偉大な自然に比べれば私なんか取るに足らない存在ですと真から思い込んで騙すみたい。自分にしろ他人にしろ、要は希釈ね。現役のままじゃ危なすぎだし、薄めたら持ち味を削いでしまうから弱すぎる。結果どっちにしろ使えない。人間を魔術の燃料にするのは賢くないってことになる。
Okay, but seems like this magician right here that we are dealing with, he's using a lot of humans as a magic source, it seems. If we have like a lot of like mummies and stuff.
普通はね。
I noticed that Beatrice was making a bitter expression, probably because she's just been told that she was normal. Okay. I mean, think about it. We're all using human souls as fuel, and of course that there wasn't a single humble person at the obsidian table. We're all greedy egoists right down to the core, and Beatrice was no exception. So according to Babylon, we're just a bunch of lunatics walking a one-way road to self-destruction. Foolish and wicked. We're the prime example of the ignorable beast of man. I wanted to argue that it didn't apply to a true ancestor like me, but she wasn't completely of the mark either.
家人の魔術師はそういう普通じゃない出会いだと。
Seems like it.
何にしろ下法使いなのは確実でしょうね。もしかしたら副首領格好に匹敵するのかもしれない。
No.
さすがにちょっと大げさかしら。
If you want to like have like second in power, you should say commander. Your vice commander is way stronger than your commander. Well, they don't know, but also they all know that Mercurius is like extremely weird. Why would she even like bring him up? They all feel something ominous out of him. Might be exaggeration, okay. I can give you that, you just pointed that out, but still.
あんなのが何人もいるなんて私は考えたくありませんが、言われてみればハイドリ秘境もおっしゃっていましたね。前座の締めくくりとしては申し分ない。
Okay.
かなり珍しいですよ。だから甘くないのは確かなんでしょう。
Looking at the situation, it was likely some madman who didn't fear death, was still spreading curses even after meeting his end. Obviously, we were dealing with someone who had a whole bunch of screws loose.
まあ私たちが自滅するかどうかはともかく、なんだか意味深な構図になってるわね。未来との開口
Okay.
みたいな。これから先やっていくためにもここで見るべきものはあるでしょう。
Can we just all agree that, like, I said it before probably, but can we all agree that this like little mole and the like Lisa eyes is just fucking adorable? This is so Babylon turned around and we followed after her, ready to face the anomaly. That was when? Oh? Claudia? What's up?
ちょっといいですか？
Yeah? What is it?
何？
We turned around to the source of the voice. Drawn out as is to purposely kill the mood. There we saw Claudia looking strangely bashful.
私おトイレ行きたいんですけど。
Are you fucking kidding me? We just went to serious mood and she needs to go to the toilet. Way to go, Claudia. Bay eye just twitched. Probably like, oh, fuck. There were no words for this. Even I was completely speechless.
参ったな。これはなんとも頼もしい。重大任務よ。お願いしていいかしら、ビアトリス。
はいはい、了解いたしました。ほらクラウディア、あっちでお花を摘みましょうね。すみません。緊張するとこう生理的にです。
いいからとっとと言えこら。
Oh god. As if keeping me from making my anger physical, Babylon placed her hand on my shoulder.
ところでベイ、私の中であなたへの好感度がだいぶ上がり始めるわ。
知るかあんなもん。
This is ridiculous. Wow. Oh, okay. And once again,
じゃあリザさんはこれが3度目の会
we go to serious mood. Third anomaly. Okay.
ええ。他はだいたい一人に一つずつだったから経験豊富な方になるわね。自慢できることじゃないんだけど。
Okay.
それはどうしてですか？
何度も経験すべきじゃないことっていうのもある。
Huh. Babylon gently avoided Claudia's question and formed a faint smile. We are already on the outer edge of the forest, so we knew we would encounter the walking corpses at any moment. Most would have assumed that Babylon didn't want to talk, because this wasn't the situation for it, but I knew the truth was different. She probably didn't want to talk about what kind of anomalies she'd faced. I was questioning me and Beatrice as well, but we weren't giving her any answers either. Interesting. Why you don't want to talk about that though?
やめとけクラディア。俺らで懲りだろ。聞いても無駄だ。そいつは業が深い女だからな。3度も経験するってのはそういうことだよ。
Basically the anomalies that fucking Mercurius had told us to take care of were all the kind that made us feel like he was indirectly mocking us. It was as though they were saying, "This is how stupid you are," so we really didn't want to talk about it. We were all sure that one at Katen was probably the same in that regard.
まあ、ここでのことを踏まえつつ好きに想像してりゃいい。わかったな。
なんだか釈然としませんが、了解しました。あなたが珍しく他者への気遣いを示しているんですから、
Okay.
それを尊重することにします。
I want to correct her misconception, but King was a fucking castle, so I just placidly waved my hand.
ごめんなさいね、クラウディア。あなたもここに立ち会っている以上、知りたいことは多いでしょうね。けど、改めて意外というか、なんだか積極的なのね。今もそうだし、例に応じないところもそう。もっと言えば、看護団の出だというのもすごいわね。度胸があると表現するのは簡単だけど、怖くないの？
いや、怖いですよ。でも私は結構鈍いですから。
Okay.
半分だもんな。
Yeah, we're going back to the half person thing.
はい、そういうことで。違います。
Oh? Beatrice, who was ahead of us, suddenly turned around.
戦争をはじめとする危機的状況において、ただ恐れおののくだけが人間じゃありません。大半は怖がると同時に楽しみます。
Okay.
だから修羅場を恐れて嫌うだけの人間は純粋にそれを楽しめるものと同じくらい稀有なんだと知ってください。
Huh.
本当にめったと見ら
I
れるも
don't
の
think that's the case.
そんなわけであなたはすごく普通ですよ、クラウディア。
I don't think that's the case, Beatrice. I think most people would be like purely fearing the battle or like purely hating it. I don't think like there's someone who would like fear the battle and also enjoy them. I think like these are the rare cases, not the one that is like purely afraid. I'm not agreeing with Beatrice on this one. It's her point of view, I guess.
肝試しは楽しいですもんね。
The battle and like battlefield are not tests of courage. It's not fun.
はあ。
Overwhelmed by Beatrice's barrage of words, Claudia didn't know how to respond. I was more or less used to the beach arguing against Claudia's thought process, but she seems to be getting more and more desperate as the time passes. I wanted to make a comment, but decided against it, since I actually agreed with her point. The other situations were both fun and exciting. The very best festivals were always the most dangerous ones. Okay, if we're not talking about a battlefield, yes, okay, I can agree. Like, if you have like some kind of like activity there's like danger, it can also be fun, but you have to like participate in this willingly, not just be like being dragged into this. Anyone who thoughtfully denied the sensation was lying. Fuck, if you ask me, they were a bunch of freaks.
なるほど。兵士として眼蓄のある意見はありがとう。確かにそうかもしれないわね。それで何か異常の兆候は見つかったかしら？
いえ、特には。
She shook her head in an uncomfortable manner. Beatrice was the most mobile of us all, so we had her go in front of us.
何もおかしなところは見当たらないし、感じませんね。こう言ってはなんですが、すごく普通の森ですよ。
Okay.
まあしかし、毎夜のように何千もの死体が動き回っているなんてことだったら、特にこの一帯は戦争より大ごとにな
Yeah,
っている。
that would be kind of apocalypse.
要は周期があるんだろう。違うか、バビロン。
怪異が起きやすい日とそうじゃない日があるってことですか？
Okay,
そうね。
interesting. So, what's the indicator of when it can happen? What's the trigger? Babylon nodded and pointed to the sky.
私が調べた限りにおいては、おそらく
Oh, so like full moon or something?
どうも月齢と関係があるみたいよ。
But of they saying the new moon, okay. A full moon hung high above us, light up the night. It went without saying that it was the celestial body closely linked to the arcane.
傾向として月が満ちるにつれ目撃情報が増えている。その点今夜はこれだから確率的にはかなり高くなるはずなんだけど。
出ねえじゃねえか。
条件がもう一つあるからね。そっちについてはまだ成立していないから、しばらくの間。
She got a lot of information from the little time that she had of like finding out what's going on.
なんだそりゃ、煮え切らねえな。知ってることがあるならさっさと言えよ。
However, all I got from her was the implicit smile. That was one of her bad habits. She wasn't alone in that though. Malleus, Christoph, and most of all, Mercurius were just like her. Fucking geckheads had the tendency to put on airs of an intelligence. They were too prudent and valued knowledge so much they got all stingy about it. It made them want to wait for the right moment to share their wisdom. So I would have stronger effect. What an annoying bunch. Holy shit. So I just like thought about this. But this is about the extra episode that I didn't upload it yet. Oh no, yeah. About Sakurai, I said it was materialization type. Okay, never mind. Never mind. I thought something else. My bad. They themselves would whine about it non-stop if someone did it to them. Don't they think that's damp?
ベイ、何を考えているのかは大体わかるし同感ですが、あなたが言うことじゃありませんよ。
Okay.
だから口には出してねえだろ。
顔に書いてるんですよ。ねえクラウディア？
はい、それはもうありありと。
Wow.
うるせえな、どいつもこいつも。
とにかく今はただ待つこと。単に月齢だけの問題なら待てばいい話だけど、もう一つの条件は運も相応に絡んで。
Degree of luck. Okay.
だから
Interesting.
下手に教えて感触を起こされても困るし。
Huh.
一応今夜のうちに可能性があるとだけ言っておくから。
It's possible, so it's not certain. Okay.
わかった？
What's the condition? I reluctantly nodded. It pissed me off that she treated me like a brat. But she was the type of the woman that was hard to talk back to. Not to mention, she was above me in the chain of command at the moment. Yeah, pretty much. I like how we have like moving backgrounds and like what the quality of the image in Kaziklu Bey. God damn it.
じゃあしばらく待
Or
機
some
のことでいい？
like some other of you,
それとも
some of you call it Ikabe, right? I think that's the short that people use for it.
そこは進んでおきましょう。いざことが起こった時、森の深部にいた方がいろいろと手っ取り早い。
Okay.
なのでもう少し歩くけど、大丈夫かしら、クラウディア。
平気です。皆さんの邪魔にならないよう気をつけますから、どうぞできるだけ普段通りに。
まあ、いよいよきつくなったら、潜ってもらいなさい。
Wow, Bey is not having it.
なんで俺がやんねえよ。
冷たいわね。そこはあなたの責任でしょうね。
その時は私がやります。こいつの背中に女子を預けるなんて
Wow.
危なすぎる話でしょう。
ごもっともだが大きなお世話だ。
I couldn't use formation while carrying Claudia, and the night of Bloodstained Roses wasn't even an option. It affected everyone in the effect, enemy or not. Right! That's a good point, I didn't thought about this. Bey is restricted here. If he doesn't want to kill Claudia, he cannot use his Briach. You can only use formation. Oh. Okay. So unless he decides to actually kill her and eat her soul, he cannot use the third degree. Not like I was kind enough to be considerate of Babylon batteries, but I didn't want Cloud to be caught up in it. She would probably be drained in just a couple of seconds. It wasn't the right time for that to happen.
とはいえ、ここでこいつが化けりゃ別だがな。
If she does her transformation here, oh, to become a fool instead of the half human. Okay.
ちょっと今
Yeah,
言いましたか
okay.
なんでもねえよ。ほら、てめえはさっさと
If
戦
she
士に
transforms into the person he wants her to be, that's the indicator that, yep, I can just use her as the fuel now. We continued walking deeper into the forest. Soon enough, the fog grew thick. The smell of the filled the air. On the way, we saw a whole lot of holes dug in the ground. They were empty, but they obviously used to contain corpses before something got them out. Or they alone took themselves out. All of our faces turned stiff. The atmosphere here made it evident that this was indeed the forest of the dead. It was clear that the ground beneath us was still full of undiscovered remains. Normal people wouldn't tread on the ground, even further there. You could almost feel the remnants of the victims' resentment, and hear the echoes of the regretful wails.
ここだろ。
ええ、間違いないわね。
Okay. Deep in the forest, we found an unnatural opening within a hill in it. We didn't see any moving corpses yet, but I couldn't be more certain that I was looking at the place of the massacre.
プンプン見ようぜ。なるほど、こりゃマンじゃ来たね。ずいぶん派手にやりやがったみたいだな。
というより、まるで流れ作業ね。ここまで来たら、屠殺に近いわ。
なるほど。確かに違いねえ。
Being creepers of human souls, we had an eyes for this kind of thing, so we could more or less tell what had happened here. The air, abnormally thick, with depth told us all we needed to know. They formed lines of troops, and then methodically and systematically, and perhaps even with integrity, gunned down the people one by one, like a row of dominoes. Babylon was right. It was more like the slaughter than the massacre. Considering the purpose, it was safe to call it as disposal. During the POV over the countries, prisoners of war, okay, prisoners of war over the country was too much of the bother. They decided to just dump them. I could almost feel the sentiment here. I wasn't too far of the mark either. Really, I had no words for what I saw. Man, what a waste of a good resource.
まあそういう意味じゃ、うちらの収容所も大概だがな。熱がねえ殺しなんざつまんねえや。
逆に言うと、人間らしい感情を絡めたまま、ここまで殺すことはできないのかもね。仕事だから、命令だから。その一言で麻痺する人種は大勢見てきた。
お前やザミエルみたいにか人事みたいに言うんじゃねえよ。てめえらだって血まみれだろ。俺は自分のために自分が殺したいから殺す。言い訳はしねえし逃げもしね
え。二人ともいい加減にしてください。クラウディアの前ですよ。
Okay. Unable to put it, Beatrice joined the exchange.
殺人の意味や定義についてそれぞれ見解はあるでしょうし、私も自分がやってきたことをごまかすつもりはありませんが、せめて民間人の前じゃカッコくらいつけましょう。それが欺瞞でも偽善的でも、軍人ならばそうするべきです。なぜなら我々は国と民を守るためにいるんですから。
Beatrice is just as always. the soldier type, not looking up to Samuel.
守るね。
Naturally, I couldn't even begin to relate to that. We're on such a different wavelengths that I even found it stupid to talk back.
まあ何でもいいが、それよりお前は気づいてるか。
何をです？
She squinted with a suspicious look in her eyes. I looked around the area.
時期にばらつきがある。血の匂いが一定じゃねえ。
それは
I had to tell her, but she noticed it too. It wasn't like she was weak on this front, we just had different fortes. Nevertheless, falling behind me at something was probably humiliating for her. Yep, probably.
つまりどういうことですか？
別にこれといって大したことでもねえよ。ただここで死んだのはかわいそうなポーランド野郎だけじゃねえみたいだぜ。カーチンの虐殺は 4,5 年近く前のことだし、実際それくらい古い地臭が大半だ。
Pressure
けど
smell?
他に新しいのもあるんだよ。
それはつまりカインの犠牲者ということですか？
にしても少し数が多すぎます。こんな不吉で気味が悪い森の中心部にわざわざ周辺の住民が大挙してやってくるわけがない。ベイほど正確には測れませんが、多分100は超えてますよ。
100って。
しかもこりゃ仇じゃねえな。戦闘の跡がある。となりゃ一個中隊。いや、新しい中でも微妙にズレがあるから3個か4個の正体か。バカが戦力の蓄字投入をしやがったな。最初に偵察隊を送り込んだが全滅して、次にそこそこの規模を送り込んだがまた全滅。それでいよいよマジになったが、これまた全滅。そんなとこだろ。
So yeah, Bay thinks like they should just like go all in instantly instead of just like separating their forces. I chuckled and looked at Babylon.
いや、これどういうことだ。俺らの他にも組織だってカチンに来てる連中がいんのかよ。
そうね。クラウディアの手前、黙っておいた方がいいと
Okay.
思ったから言わなかった。
She heaved a sigh.
東方正教会とそれからバチカン。
Oh,
そこの部隊が何度か投入されたみたいよ。
wait, isn't that actually the Adler thing that we had later? Weren't they from this? Or the Adler was the third force? I forgot. Can you remind me? The Adlers were the third force, or it's the same as this one? The other name of it is Adlers? Or not? I'm not sure anymore.
教会って何ですかそれは？
The fact that Claudia, a member of the church, was surprised by this was both stupid and only natural. Organizations never show their true faces to their adherents, especially not ones as simple as that idiot.
クラウディア、あなたも看護団の一員として軍事に関わっていたでしょ。どんな組織でも維持していくには綺麗事だけじゃ済まされない面があります。だから力が必要になるのはわかりますね。
政治力、経済力、そして武力。
武力。
ええ、権力とはそういうものね。まして教会はある意味で世界最強の組織でしょう。信徒の数、歴史の深さ、共に並じゃないからね。
つまり簡単に言うとだな、てめえが愛する神の家は教義に都合の悪い連中をぶちのめす殺し屋どもを飼ってるってことなんだよ。俺はよく知らねえが、これまで十字軍だ異端審問だとさんざっぱらやってきたらしいじゃねえか。それは今でも続いてんのさ。そもそもお前自身も言ってただろうが。
ベイ、だからあなたは。
まあ驚いたでしょうけど、そういうことよ。カチンの会員は死者のよみがえりというにはいびつだけど、それでもキリストの血を表しているから第一級の異端よね。
Huh.
教会、その割にはベイも言う通り甘い見積もりだったみたいだけど、副首領閣下殿が言ったように、最後で最強の神秘は私たちなのかどうかはともかくとして。
Right, it didn't matter at all. Even if the dogs of the church were involved in the matter, they couldn't do shit to get in our way, as proved by their total annihilation. Well, that was all in the past, so all we've done here was teach them little Claudia how the world actually worked.
やっぱり傷つきましたか？だったらごめんなさい。別に私はあなたや信徒の方々を蔑みたいわけ。
That's a reality check.
いえ、気になさらないでください。確かにびっくりしましたけど、皆さんのおっしゃる通りだと思いますし、教会の実態がどうであろうと、それで祈りが曇るわけではないと。
Saying Claudia cut her words short and looked up. Oh?
なんだどうしたよ。
いえ、ただ雨が。
Oh, it's starting to rain.
本当だ。
Okay.
降ってきましたね。
Before I realized it, the moon above was shrouded in thick clouds that released light rain over us. It didn't take long for it to become a deluge.
ちょっとこれは大変です。
Yep, that sucked.
参りましたね。私たちはいいとしても、こんなところで降られたらクラウディアが風。
What can we do?
ベイ、彼女をどこか雨宿りのできるところに。
I mean, there's like all dead trees around. You are in the forest, sure, but everything is dead here, so I wouldn't say like there's anything where you can hide.
くそ、うっとうしいな。いきなりバシャバシャ振りやがって。
Oh, it's actually storm. My complaint was followed by the thunder that made Claudia cower. Ignoring her completely, Babylon looked up.
来るわね。
Oh, that is the luck that we needed. Okay, so we needed not only full moon but also a storm. Okay. Also, that's a new CG for Lisa. I like this one. Are we going to have a full picture? And whisper those words. Then she raised her voice.
二人とも即時臨戦態勢を取りなさい。
Okay.
これが第二の条件よ。
Zombie attack has come again.
それは
つまり雨。
ええ、地中の何かに雨を通じて死者の声が届くんでしょう。怪異、そしてこんな雨の夜出てくるわよ。
I suddenly felt the ground beneath me jump up, as though pushed from below. At the same time, one of the nearby trees was struck by lightning. And we'll see an encounter with the zombies in the next episode. I think that's a perfect spot to end, because next is going to be exciting and full of action, it seems. So, can they actually protect Claudia, if you think about this? Because Claudia is in the most danger here. If this is something that goes from the underground, they can just grab her from underground, you know? It won't be that easy to protect her. Also, these are just zombies. Where is the real anomaly that's controlling them? That's the real question here. So yeah, thank you everyone for being with me. I will see you in the next one. Leave up a like if you liked the episode, subscribe for more, check my Discord, and become a member if you'd like to support me and see these episodes earlier. Thank you once again, and for a Pocket Watch is going out.